Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So Georgia State's offense will get the first swing today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And, Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who can forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Handoff to the right side. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Dumps it down to the back, caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And there's the handoff. Fighting him off. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards in the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Seventh play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a third down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass rush closing in. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. So the LSU Tigers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
from the pistol formation. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now they'll run it on the draw. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it incorrectly.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks. So as we begin the second quarter, the first play will be a field goal try. We reach the end of a scoreless 3 yards away. And that one's straight down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's 1st down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw yet again. Receiver makes the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And we'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. And now the try here for the extra point.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a wide-open receiver complete. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield, but spotted at the 42. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown Tigers. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And PAT puts him up 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Panthers offense back out there now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. The offense going with the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of
and back-to-back plays go nowhere here on the goal line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Catch made on the left side. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. They'll set up on the left hash mark, so something of a tricky angle. And he knocks that one right through. The game is now tied. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they get the second half started with their running play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense, and it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. On the run here. Lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Etienne. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Snags the quick throw. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Back in motion now. Touchdown, Panthers. And they will claim the second-half lead.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown? He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaking through defenders. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport.
But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
And Georgia State has the lead here, Kirk. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. And he's got it. They'll finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great gain on the play. Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Running with purpose. LSU has moved into the red zone. Looking to pass here on second down. He bought some time, now lets it go. The ball is caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They'll try to power it in, rallying for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Net kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Georgia State offense on the field now. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up. Hands off to the left. Solid tackle, able to get him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That gain sets up a third down play. And the back now goes in motion. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger this defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this from 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have